last period, we were talking about occupational hazards, the type of occupational hazards, some safety signs, in relation to workplace hazards. And so let's zero in on the ocular injuries that encounters that an employee or even an employer encounters in the workplace, kasi hindi lang naman employee ang nasa workplace, employees and employers alike, are inside the workplace. So both of them are exposed to such hazards. And so for today, we will be talking about ocular injuries, incidents, and prevention. So ano-ano ba itong mga ito, no? So eye injuries happen during play, leisure, and sports. It also happens during inside the industries. No, these are industrial accidents or manufacturing companies and ganyan. Eye injuries also happen during civil disturbances, during even at home. The workers encounter accidents, and another is eye injuries happen during assault. On the way to the office or from the office, they encounter bad people. And eye injuries also happened in farms, kasi hindi lang naman sa opisina nagtatrabaho ang ating mga workers. So our workers, the workers that we may encounter as the patients, they may be our kasambahay, so they work at homes. They may be farmers, so they work in the farm or in the logging company. They are mga carpintero who works, mga construction sites and all. So let's take a look at these injuries. See, dito muna tayo sa play, leisure, and sports. Okay. So our patients may be into this. And so the eye injuries range from minor scratches, or major like a blunt trauma on the eye, so some fractures, internal bleeding, and pag minalas-malas, retinal detachment due to impact. So what are examples of sports? Like, for example, is racket sports, like squash. The speed, and the injury would come from small high velocity speed balls, high speed balls. And so for example, yung squash, it could be running at 224 kilometers per hour. Can you imagine 224? Kasi kung sa driving 60 lang, or minsan dito sa Davao it's 40 lang in the downtown area. Tapos pag sa highway, could be like 80, at super highway mga nasa 100, but mabilis na yon. So 120 is also mabilis, but imagine 224 kilometers per hour, ang lipat, grabe ang impact nito, And the racquetball kumbaga flies at 192 kilometers per hour. And so these are samples of kumbaga ano bang mga shots, when you do this racket sport. So like meron yung mga pin shots, flat shots, straight in shots, and all of this uses force. And so to prevent, for racket sports, we advise our patient to wear safety goggles with polycarb lenses. It has to be shatterproof, impact resistant, and have that ANSI labels on them. So ibig sabihin, dumaan ito ng quality control. So this is to protect the eyes of the patient. Another is baseball and softball. The balls are medium size, but they are still considered high speed kasi nga from afar, when it's being pitched, tatamaan ng bat. And so the bat, when it's kumbaga strong, it really kumbaga flies into a very great force. And the injuries may also range from minor scratches to blunt trauma, to some fractures, internal bleeding. It could also be retinal detachment, especially if this speeding ball hits the head of the worker. And as prevention, so these players can wear helmets with masks no, or safety goggles with shatter-resistant polycarb lenses, such as the ones in the illustration on this page. Now, another is badminton, no? The badminton, medyo mas cute ang kanyang bola, no? It's a shuttlecock, so meron siyang feathers, but the speed at which it flies is also about 232 kilometers per hour. And the injuries could also be from minor scratches on the face, or major could be blunt trauma or fractures or soft tissue trauma, no? So, yan ang mga ma-encounter ng ating pasyente ng mga players. And as prevention, we could ask our patient to wear safety goggles with impact-resistant shockproof polycarb lenses. No? So ito talaga ang nasa market na we are trying to dispense, no, or offer to our patients. So far, wala pa namang ibang material aside from polycarb na na-invento na impact-resistant and shockproof. Another is contact sports like martial arts and boxing. And so martial arts, syempre naglalaban, no? There's an opponent and you have a tendency to be hit, no, either with the paa or the kamay, no? And it is a high risk injuries, no, like your patient or our patient could encounter blunt trauma, some fractures, whether major or minor, like internal bleeding or retinal detachment, yung mga ganyan, no, na parang bugbog, sarado ka na. So as prevention, so for boxing, tumblet gloves are part of the PPE to reduce injuries. But then it is said that there is really no satisfactory eye protection for boxing, no? Kasi nga, if you're fond of watching boxing, like have you ever watched Manny Pacquiao? No, so si Manny Pacquiao minsan siya or ang kanyang opponent, 'di ba? Saan dumudugo sa may kilay, no, sa gilid ng mata because the mask, no, do not really kumbaga provide cover for the eyes kasi kasama yan sa tinatamaan, no, na mukha na siyang may black eye, no, bugbog ang mga pisngi, namamaga, mga ganyan, or mga panga, di ba? Sometimes the tooth comes out, no, para sa sobrang force, no, so especially Manny Pacquiao, because they said that ang kanyang suntok is equivalent, lalo na yung kanyang left uppercut, it is equivalent to a sipa daw ng kabayo. Okay, that's how impactful, no? That's how really dangerous that suntok is. And so for martial arts, so there are specific helmets for different types of martial arts, no? Yan ang mga nakikita natin. And okay, another leisure sports are ice hockey. No, is the game as ice hockey, although hindi ito uso sa atin kasi wala tayong ice, no, dito. Okay, so the injury could be in the form of trauma, fractures, and soft tissue damage, and it is caused by the flying pucks and frequent collisions. So what are pucks? So these are yung pinag-aagawan nila, yung nasa picture na yan. So it's a flat spherical thing, no, na pinapalo palo just like parang golf, no, kasi itong parang pot nila, yung parang tawag nito yung hawak nilang para sa game, yung parang pang-pot, parang sa golf, no, is or a paddle, mukha ba siyang paddle? So, yan yung parang pinag-aagawan, no? Anong klaseng game ito? Bakit kayo pinag-aagawan nila? Napakaliit. And so, sometimes, no, pagpalo o pagtira sa kanya, no? So, these pucks, they fly and sometimes they hit. They hit the head, they hit the body of a player, and that one causes injury. And so, as prevention, there are different kinds of helmets, no, with a face shield that goes with it to prevent the pucks from hitting the face, no, hindi naman ito boxing. And so this one in the illustration, no, either like it's protected with a metal or a face shield na made of polycarb. And so if the patient has an error of refraction, then they can just wear contact lens, soft contact lens for this, or pwedeng goggles inside, no, na with prescription. Okay, next. Eye injuries also happen during industrial accidents, no, inside an industry. For example, the injuries are due to equipment failure, sometimes human error, nagkamali ng pindot, no, or it's due to an unsafe working conditions. So, ibig sabihin, wala man lang na-provide na proper PPE. And the types of eye injuries could be cuts, could be blunt trauma, could be burns, no, could be soft tissue damage, blindness, or extreme dry eye, especially when exposure to itong mga extreme glare na ito, no? So, it could eventually lead to blindness or burns, no? Mga ganyan like itong welder na to na exposed to welding arcs, and electricians exposed to electrical circuitry malfunction, yung mga ganyan na kuryente. So, those are industrial accidents. And so, we ask the patient, or we in the company, we encourage these people to wear metal helmets. And so, yung OSHS na mga manual for safety, nakalista doon. Anong mga protect PPE, no? Aside dun sa mga alam na natin ng mga common PPE, like gloves, mga face shields. So, this is a different type of face shields, no? It's metal helmets that covers, lalo na this welding, it covers almost the entire head, no, for protection, kasi itong nagtatalsikan ng mga welding arc, no, so delikado yan siya sa ating mga mata, and hindi lang sa mata, sa buong face and sa body. Okay, so another industrial accident is due to machine tool operators, like for example yung mga nag-operate ng mga forklift, mga crane operators, heavy equipments, and all that. So they needed help. Or those employees working in a motor vehicle, parang assembly or aircraft mechanic, yung mga ganyan, mga mekaniko. And so there are injuries na pwede nilang makuha, no, due to human error or minsan na malfunction nga ng mga equipment dyan. So, yan siya. And I remember, like last year, nagkaroon ng isang lindol dito sa Davao, and a crane from the rooftop of a condo na under construction. The crane is at the edge of the rooftop. No, it's like 20th floor. No, nasa rooftop yung crane, nasa edge. No, for some reason we don't know. Baka siguro nandun lang siya naka-park or whatever. However, nagkaroon ng lindol, and because of that lindol, the crane was parang umusog. No, umusog siya, and because of that, nahulog ang crane. Can you imagine a crane na nahuhulog from the top floor? Imagine mo yung impact niya, and nahulog siya sa isang bahay, no, sa tabi ng building na ginagawa. Is just luckily there was no one there, nasa labas yung pamilya, and so walang damage, no, walang damage na tao, pero damage lang ng bahay. Okay, the whole house was really crushed. Kasi imagine mo, kung mga maliliit, like a speeding ball, halimbawa ng racket, so maliit lang yon, no? Pero although masakit din yun pag tumama sa'yo, but imagine a crane. Can you imagine how heavy the crane is na nahulog talaga, no? Nakita na lang namin sa napanood na lang namin sa video. However, we were not there. Parang nakalampas na kami nung mangyari yung accident, no? I mean, the car that I was nakasakay, no? Nakalampas na kami when the crane, when we felt the earthquake. At yun talaga isa sa mga parang kumalat na dito, parang news dito sa aming place, no? So those are industrial accidents, no? Buti na lang walang tao, no? Walang nag-ooperate ng crane, nandoon lang siya kasi nga nakapark, nahulog lang siya. Okay, so nakakapangilab. Okay, so for prevention, okay, the correct type of PPE for construction crews should be provided by the employers or by the company, no? So There's the hard hat, mga face and eye protection, so hand protection like gloves, mga hearing protection pag there's a loud noise, no, safety goggles made of polycarb, and so the for the foot, no, yung boots, and may metal toe, no, and then the work pants and work shirts, and the high visibility garments should also be there para madali silang makita or ma-identify. Okay, so those are PPE for construction workers. Now, another industrial accidents that happen is in the construction site and mga painter, no, yung mga pintor. No, and the type of eye injury would be due to exposure to toxicity and paint fumes. They become eye irritants, especially if the paint is not water-based. Especially if the paint is oil-based, yun yung may amoy talaga at matagal matanggal. No, medyo there's a high level of toxicity, and the paints also contain lead. No, mga ganyan. And to prevent that one, so we protect the eyes and skin while painting. So this stressing the importance of wearing the proper PPE, no? So another thing, kapag ka yung painter ay hindi brush ang ginagamit o roller, kung hindi yung compressor, yung spray paint, no? So this one, kailangan you protect the lungs, no? By wearing a specific kind of mask, a special kind of mask na talaga hindi siya makaka-inhale ng itong ng paint, talsik, no? Okay, the parang fibers ng paint kapag yung ini-spray mo siya kasi nagiging maliliit ang particle pwedeng ma-inhale. And so this one is an added protection, a good type of mask. Now, eye injuries also happen during civil disturbances. Okay, sometimes our workers, when they report to the office or when they get off from the office, they encounter this one. No, so the civil disturbances could be in the form of riots or rallies, or sometimes it's the workers themselves, who are conducting the rallies and the riots, and the injuries are due to collision, with each other. Pepper sprays, water cannons from the ones na dispersing them, from Molotov bombs na baka mahulugan sila sa ma-injure ang kanilang mga mata, fumes, and the type of eye injuries could be cuts, could be trauma, could be burns, could be soft tissue damage or eye irritation sa mga from the sprays, or bombs, small bombs na ginagamit. And so for protection, siyempre, number one protection din for the workers is to avoid this type of activity, So, pinapayagan naman kasi sila, ang mga workers natin, they are protected by the law, Diyan sa ating DOLE or DOLE, Department of Labor and Employment. Merong specific guidelines in conducting peaceful rallies, Hindi naman kailangan maging violent ang mga rally. Now, for civil disturbances like this, actually ang may protection are the policemen, those who are trying to protect admin or protect the place, or the location kung saan sila nag-rally, and they wear metal shields, they have helmets, they have parang face shields and ganyan. And so kawawa naman yung mga workers, walang protection, ang mga police ang meron, So for the employees is to have a dialogue, peaceful dialogue with admin, with the employer, so that ma-prevent na lang itong gantong riot or rally. However, there are occasions wherein yung mga workers natin na pauwi na, baka may madaan ng riot or rally, so damay-damay na yan, Yan, so those are eye injuries encountered during civil disturbances. Now, what are eye injuries that happen during? It also happens sa ating mga bahay. We have our kasambahay. We have our yaya, we have our caregivers, we have our gardeners, or drivers or chauffeur. And so this one happens at the home, So accidents caused by ovens, stoves, sumabog na LPG tanks, and minsan knives, So mga cuts, mga ganyan. So these are the type of eye injuries. It could be cuts, trauma, burns, soft tissue damage, eye irritation, or blindness. Pag talagang nasabugan ka, like pressure cooker, biglang ang kasambahay ay biglang inangat yung yung bell sa ibabaw, no, yung knob. And so, syempre, lalabas yung masyadong mataas na pressure. At ang nasabugan siya sa mukha niya. Oh my God. So, that's blindness for you. And also, hindi lang ating kasambahay ang in danger, also our children na masyadong malikot at abot ng kung ano-ano. So this is part of home accidents that also produce injuries. And isa pa, chemical solutions, no, from disinfectants, air sprays, mga acid and alkaline, no, and the type of injuries for these are chemical burns, no, soft tissue damage, eye irritation or blindness pagka talagang masama ang tama sa iyong mata. And especially pag alkaline, ang chemical na nakatalsik sa mata mo. So that is one worse home accident. And so for this, even mga bata are not spared. So hindi lang ating mga workforce sa bahay, no, damay pati ang ating mga bata dyan. And so as prevention for kung may mga kids is to have adult supervision, no, hindi iiwan ang bata na sila lang, especially sa kusina, no. So keep out of reach of children yung mga bagay na hindi nila dapat magalaw o maabot. Okay, so in the garden, no, accidents caused by yung mga lagari, some trimmers, some insecticides, no, na pwedeng tumilansik sa mata mo, no, or sa mata ng ating workers or gardener. So type of eye injury could be trauma, infection, soft tissue damage, eye irritation, or blindness. So katulad nito, natusok siya ng alambre. Dito sa illustration down below, no? So dito, grabe, dito sa center down, grabe yung pagkakapok ng alambre, pumasok talaga, nakasakit. So with this one, this is an ocular emergency. So dalhin ka agad sa emergency room or of the hospital, and then para hindi siya magalaw-galaw, you could put cover on this, no, kumuha ka ng light plastic cup, no, at ilagay mo dyan at idikit mo kung walang masking tape o wala yung bandage. So pwedeng any tape will do just to secure it na para hindi magalaw-galaw yan, no? So make use of a plastic cup or a paper cup, no? Hindi pwede yung eye patch lang kasi lalo siyang didiin papasok. It has to be may space sa loob, no, and just make sure na hindi siya magagalaw. So we put an eye like the patch, pero not a patch but like a baso, no, a paper cup or a plastic cup. Okay, so for to prevent this one, so there must always be a first aid for eye injuries at home, no? So laging merong first aid box, no? And for those who are mga gardeners na nagtitrim ng mga damo, halaman, puno, so we can ask or we can provide safety goggles for these people. Okay. Now, eye injuries happen also during assault. So ano ba itong mga assault na to? Ito yung mga like ang mga workers natin naka-encounter nung pauwi na, no, inabangan. So there's assault, and type of eye injuries would be trauma or soft tissue damage, and the assault would be coming from like available wood planks, no, pinapalo sa victim, baseball bats, no, so sharp tools like knives, screwdriver set, no, guns even, and so our workers may be exposed to assault accidents. Okay, or assault. Okay, this one to prevent. Okay, kung sa bahay, we have to secure our homes and also secure our tools kung saan para hindi alam ng mga kung nasaan yung mga tools natin, baka sa atin pa magamit. Okay, so and for the workers, no, not to pass by mga madidilim na mga lugar. No, pag-uwi dapat doon sa matao, no, wag sasakay ng mag-isa lang, especially kung girls, no. So dapat always in a group pag pauwi, no. Yeah, so you have to prevent accidents to happen. Okay, eye injuries also happen during in the farm, no. So these are farm accidents, and they come from tractors or tools, no, like the pruning shears or mga lagari, no. And the type of eye injuries could be trauma or TBI, traumatic brain injury, kasi baka may nahulugan ng log, ano, sa ulo, no, natamaan, nadaganan. Then there's soft tissue damage, flying particles, cuts, or splinters, no, when you're using your tractors and mga automatic saw. Okay, also it happens yung mga allergic reaction from hay or stray or pollens no at some seasons no may seasonal kasi ito merong nabubuhay ng mga halaman na may mga pollen nagre-release ng pollen and so it could kumbaga worsen an allergy no and ano pa ba during logging, no, may mga lumilipad na splinters dyan. So you ask the patient to wear at least goggles, no, safety goggles with impact resistant no, na lens. Yan. So ito rin ingatan na hindi sa iyo babagsak itong puno na ito. Okay. So because it would create TBI or trauma, no, especially kung head ang natatamaan. Okay, as prevention, we follow precautions no, in the farm. So meron ding safety precautions sa farm and correct PPE like a hard hat, impact resistant goggles, no, and other things, no, yung sa kamay, no, and then sa paa din. May mga climbing shoes, no, 'di ba? Pagka yung parang kumakapit sa mga puno, no. So the farmers are kumbaga recommended to wear those, especially sa mga malalaking farm. Okay. Now, after those ocular injuries, so let's go to or let's segue to the common occupational diseases. So these are diseases due to prolonged exposure of a chemical or a substance. So ano-ano ba ito? Number one is asbestosis. No, it's a common occupational disease. It's a chronic lung disease caused by inhaling asbestos fibers which produce lung scarring. Okay, so these are noted from asbestos miners, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa insulation with insulation, gumagawa ng insulation materials, ng car brake linings or clutch, yung mga exposed workers na sa construction cement kasi and vinyl floor tile. So how does asbestos is developed in the lungs? So number one, una, na-inhale siya ng pasyente o ng worker. Next is, yung na-inhale, nag-accumulate sa lung tissue. Okay? Pag nag-accumulate na, okay, it forms, para it hardens. No, it hardens and it produces lung scarring. Okay, so yun siya. Another occupational disease very common is called the black lung disease. No, so the black lung disease is also called coal workers pneumoconiosis. Now, this is caused by long-term inhalation of coal dust in the lungs. So, and these are we refer to coal miners, no, yung mga exposed sa ganyan. And so, bakit siya black? No, kasi coal black, 'di ba? So, makitang-kita mo kaagad ang difference ng healthy lung sa unhealthy lung, no? Kaya mas maitim yan siya. Okay. Another common occupational disease and probably some of you baka meron nito, no, the CTS or the carpal tunnel syndrome. Now, in the carpal tunnel syndrome or CTS, this is caused by compression of the median nerve as it travels through the wrist. Now, it arises from repetitive wrist motion injury or swelling. Okay, and they said that it is commonly noted doon sa mga nasa poultryhan, no, nasa mga manukan na poultry industry, no, because of repetitive forceful movement na ginagawa nila dyan and thereby causing CTS among employees. Another is doing data entry for personnel. Nagsabihin yung mga nasa computer, no, at type ng type kasi nag-enter ng mga data. Okay, so yan, it's also causing the CTS. Actually, I uploaded one assignment, no, because I got curious with the poultry industry how paano kaya ito nakaka-create no ng kumbaga ng CTS, no, sa yung mga nag-aalaga sa manukan. So how is that? Ano yung mga activity like na repetitive sa manukan, no, sa poultry business? Anong meron doon? So in that assignment, I asked you to source out a video. So yan ba yung kapag pagpipilipitin ba ang leeg ng mga manok? Kasi that's a forceful, repetitive movement na involving the wrist, no, like pag kinukuha ba, no, pinipilipit ba ang leeg, kaya you need more force on it, kaya nagkakaroon sila ng CTS. So that's our assignment, no, to be submitted next week. It's just a very short video showing how CTS arises from people working in the poultry industry. Okay. Next is biocinosis. Ano naman tong biocinosis na to? This one caused by constant inhalation of cotton in inadequate working environment. So, mga textile industry na gumagamit ng mga bulak, no? So, back in the day, no, I also experienced harvesting cotton from the actual tree kasi nahuhulog. Pagka kasi ang mga bunga ng bulak ay hinog na, no, or matured na, nagka-crack kasi yan and sometimes nahuhulog sa lupa. So pag nahulog sa lupa, pwede mo nang kunin yung cotton, ihihiwalay mo siya dun sa buto, sa seeds. But then, masama kasi kung ang isang empleyado ay exposed sa ganitong industry and then walang protective mask or PPE that goes with each parang employee, kawawa naman. So ma-inhale yan. Too much inhalation of cotton in inadequate working environments produces biocinosis. Okay. Next. This one in an invisible causes invisible death kasi parang unknown origin, no? Kasi it's called radiation sickness, no, aka acute radiation syndrome. Okay, this is a serious condition caused by significant exposure, like a large exposure to ionizing radiation for a short period of time. Sandali lang, pero ang buga ng radiation malakas. Okay, and so this one. So, and these workers can be found in nuclear industry, mga planta, and all that. So, bakit may invisible death? Hindi kasi alam, no? Kasi number one, una, nagkakaroon ng loss of hair, and then nagkakaroon ng cataract, nagkakaroon ng thyroid gland na dysfunction, yung mga ganyan, and eventually yung lungs, no, there's inhalation of radioactive material, it can destroy the lungs unti-unti. Hindi mo namamalayan. Okay. Next, common occupational diseases is called the radium jaw or the phossy jaw. Now, this one results from exposure to toxic substances affecting workers in specific industries, and they lead to some of them, no, this leads to severe health consequences like even death, no? So, radium jaw is called also known as radium necrosis. Okay, this is a condition caused by ingestion and absorption of radium affecting workers from the watch industry using radium-based paint. Nung unang araw, nung unang panahon, ang watch industry gumagamit ng radium-based paint in order to parang kasama siya sa design ng relo, and this was discovered in 20th century among female watch workers, hence the term watch girls, no, and these are employees working in radium dial workers. And tingnan mo nangyayari sa kanyang jaw, no, parang nagpo-protrude, and yun, that's radium necrosis. Phossy jaw is another thing, no? So ano bang difference nilang dalawa, no? The phossy jaw is also called phosphorus necrosis of the jaw, no, affecting workers who work with white phosphorus substance without proper safeguards. Okay, they cause unbearable abscess in the mouth, leading to facial disfigurement, sometimes facial brain damage. So makita mo, kasi nagkakaroon ng fatal brain damage is because pagka ganyang namaga, that's it's abscess, no, nana. So yung nana na yan, no, so pwede yan pumasok hanggang sa loob ng brain mo kasi ang lapit, no, because of its proximity, the jaw's proximity to the brain, no, pwedeng kumalat hanggang doon. So it can be fatal, no. So that's a phossy jaw. Now the phossy jaw are coming from ang culprit nito are white matches from phosphorus that was used before. But now there are safer alternatives na. So yung mga gumagawa ng posporo noon, ang material ginagamit nila is phosphorus. Kaya pala siya tinawag na posporo, coming from the word phosphorus. So ngayon hindi na gumagamit ng white matches. So ang ginagamit, they use safer alternatives, no? So hindi na yan puti, yung iba pula. Okay. And but then I think this is my last slide, no. So wag tayong matatakot sa phosphorus kasi kailangan niya ng body natin. But of course anything in excess is bad. Okay? So nung unang panahon kasi phosphorus nang ginagamit na material na makagawa ng posporo. Kaya nga phosphorus. So, but then hindi tayo dapat matakot sa phosphorus, no? So because there are good functions of phosphorus, like it forms and keeps strong bones and teeth. It helps maintain our energy levels para hindi ka mabilis mapagod. Okay, it forms our genetic material like DNA and RNA. No, it helps form the membranes of our cells. So ganun siya ka-importante, no? And it keeps the healthy function of our brain and nervous system. So dapat pala kumain tayo ng phosphorus. Food na may phosphorus. It helps to maintain normal acid-base balance. No, the pH balance of the body, and it helps oxygen delivery also in the body. So maraming gamit ang phosphorus. So it has its own advantages and disadvantages. But yun nga, as I've said, anything in excess is bad. So yan ang function ng phosphorus. So hindi natin siya dapat katakutan. Baka akala nyo magkakaroon kayo ng ganito, no? Yung parang namaga din ng jaw niya. Okay, yan ganyan. Hanggang nasira niya yung ngiti. Okay, nasira na talaga. Okay, so that's the function. I think this is the last slide. So I already uploaded this sa Canvas, and I already uploaded yung assignment, no, pertinent to this. You look for a video no, depicting how forceful the activity is, no, na gumagamit ng kamay, ng wrist, na enough to compromise the wrist with CTS, no, or the hand with CTS. Okay, so any questions so far? Ano ba to? Bakit meron ganyan? So any questions so far, guys?